Hi, I'm Brian at VideoExcellence.com. The topic we're talking about now is how to have effective PowerPoint presentations. PowerPoint is greatly abused as a tool for putting on a presentation. It's abused from 2 points. One, the presenter uses it as a crutch and has a tendency to fill the screen with sentences and paragraphs and ends up reading it off the screen. The audience at the same point in time is reading that. They're not listening to the presenter. Not a very good way of giving you an excellent image, okay, and also making the presentation entertaining. So what you want to do is limit it to just bullet points on the screen. You need to know your material well enough and rehearse it in advance so that in fact you don't end up having to read the screen. You see the bullet point, it triggers the idea, you present it to your audience. The next part of that is don't put all your ideas on the screen at the same time. Reveal only what you're talking about at that specific point. So if you have 10 bullet points, you'll do one bullet point, talk about it, then bring up the next bullet point and talk about it, etc., etc. That prevents the audience from reading the screen ahead of time and not listening to you. The other points all relate to the technical aspect of PowerPoint presentations. One is making sure that the font that you're using is fully legible, it's large enough so that it can be read, that it isn't mice print. You want a nice clean font. We tend to move towards font like Arial font, which doesn't have the serifs, doesn't have curlicues. You don't want to get involved with script type fonts. The other thing is that you don't want to have your fonts or sentences going right from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, and then you get in to put on your presentation with a projector and find out you clip the left side and clip the right side because the projector can't handle that width of the screen. What you want to do is have a safe margin at the top, the bottom, left and right sides, so the text doesn't go right from one extreme to the other. The other thing is you, again, if you have a larger font size and you're using bullet points, you're only going to have 1 or 2 items on the screen at a time. It's going to be very legible. And the very final thing to bring up is coloring. You want the font color to contrast with the background. And you don't want something moving in the background, a distracting background that will take away from the legibility of the font. So keeping that in mind, you're going to have, like a gradient, a very fine gradient. You're going to have maybe a darker color in the background with a very light colored font, or the reverse. You might have a light color background and a very dark font. And one more point is, please keep your colors to something that isn't very garish. We don't want yellows and oranges and cyans and whatnot. They're very hard to see by the general public. Many people have issues with color blindness or variations on that. And when you project them, sometimes the projectors will wash out those colors. Hope that's been beneficial to help you make a good PowerPoint presentation. Hi, if you enjoyed that video, we've got 10 excellent topics on our website at www.videoexcellence.com. Sign up and we'll be glad to send them to you.